So hi guys, so good evening guys. Are you audible guys? Are you audible? Okay, right guys. So in the last session, we taken some examples on simple views, okay, and how it was created on base table. And now, second type of view is called as a complex views. So basically, this complex views, okay. So when we called as a view is a complex view. When we called as a view is a complex view means when we create create a view when we create okay a view based on okay the first move based on multiple base tables, okay, on multiple base tables, okay, otherwise by using set operators, by using set operators, by using group by class, by using having class, by using okay grouping functions, by using grouping functions, okay now. So by using keyword keyword, okay now, by using subquery. So whenever we create a view, guys. So guys, are you clear my voice? Guys, all of you clear my voice? Now we can check. Now we can check. Now it is okay. Now it is okay. Okay, right. Okay, right. So now what we said, guys, here, when we create a view based on multiple tables, okay, so based on multiple tables, otherwise by using any of this. So when you created a view by using any one of this, like if you use set operators, if you use group by, if you use having, if you use grouping functions, if you use a distinct, if you use subqueries, so any one of this, if any one of this, when you use at the time of view creation, when any one of this, when we use at the time of view creation, then that type of views are called as a complex views. The type of views are called as what now? Complex views. Okay now? And now complex views are complex views are complex views are okay. Doesn't support complex views are supporting not supporting DML operating systems. So DML operations are not supported, but supporting but supporting read-only operation. Read-only operation means command guide here, select command. Okay, so DML operations we cannot perform through a complex view, and DML operations are not supporting here. Okay, now DML operations are not supporting. So, but we can use select query for your reading purpose. Okay, retrieval purpose, we can use a select command. So that's why it's supporting read-only statement is supported. That is called as a select statement. That is called as a select statement. Okay, now right. So this is what complex view is about. And now complex view, okay, syntax also same guys. So there is no changes here, syntaxes, same as the syntaxes. But let you see some examples. I will show you how this complex views are created and how it will be reading your data from your table. Okay, now, so that we will check out. For the first example, let you see. So in the last session, we created a few examples, few views we created. So like SV1, SV2, SV3, SV4, 5, 6. Okay, some views are we created, right? Now, so now let me check out here the complex view I'm creating. So complex view, when we called as, when a view is called as complex view, when a view is called as complex view means when you want to create a view on multiple tables, otherwise create a view by using set operators, otherwise creating a view by using grouping function, grouping class or grouping functions, having class. So any one of this, when you want to use okay, while creating a view, then the type of views are called as a complex views. The type of views are called as a complex views. Okay, now point understand now? Right. Let you see one example I will show you. Suppose here there are two tables are there, guys. So one of our table is student, and next one of our table is coach. So in coach, we don't have any records now. Okay, let you find out. I'm inserting some records. Insert into coach, sending values of coach ID, some codes, and coach fee. Fine. So now these are two tables. We have some data in this course and student table. So on these two tables, I'm creating view. So create view, the view name, suppose CV1. So create view CV1. I'm using as. Okay, now I'm passing. Select star from. Okay, student. And here any one operator I'm using. And select star from course. So once I execute here, the view is successfully created on multiple tables, the student and the course. After that, what it was happen, guys, here, select CV1. If I call, so now it was combining the two tables data. So student ID, student IDs, and course IDs, course names, student names, all are combining together. But in this combination of two tables data, for example, if you perform any one DML operation, for example, so delete from CV1, so where suppose SP ID is equal to 1021 if I done now. So once you have sent, then what it was saying here, data manipulation operation is not legal on this view. So that means we cannot perform DML operations. Data manipulation. Manipulations means what now? Insert, update, and delete. So that is called a DML, data manipulation commands. So data manipulation operations are not allowed on this view. Like you can try insert, you can try update also, but we can't perform it. So because complex views are not supporting DML operation, but it just read-only purpose we are using now. Okay, this is one example on this. In the same to same, suppose are you given here one more, for example, one more table. So EMP is our table. Now generally we all of you know that suppose are you calling like so department number. Okay, now I am passing sum of salary EMP. Here I am using group by class on DEPT number. So when you send it, what it was happen? The department numbers wise, we are finding sum of salary by using group by class as well as grouping function we are using. So exactly what I'm going to do here on this tree, that is on this view, I'm creating a complex view as so whatever it was there. Suppose that sorry, I just copy this. Okay, I just copy this. Then what was happening? See, when I'm creating, that means now I'm creating a view with the aggregative function is nothing but grouping function, and also but what we said when a view is called as a complex views means guys, now we can check my voice is clear now. Yeah, okay, maybe some networking problem. Okay, right, so now clear now. Now clear or not? Yes, okay now, right. Now is it clear? Now is it clear? Now is it okay, guys? Yes, okay, right. So now here, what we say, now I'm creating a view by using of grouping function as well as group by class. Okay, now. So let you see to create this one. Okay. So, but we are taking one error is there. What is that error means? Must name this expression with the column alias. Okay, must name with this expression column alias. So that means here sum of salary is my expression, actually my operation. But whatever the operation we to performing here, that operation purpose we need to give some column alias name. Otherwise, your complex view is not created. Okay, now. So now what we want to do, the column aliases I'm giving now on this sum of salary expression, that is called as a I can say total sal. Okay. Total sal is one of the alias I'm creating from EMP, and after that group by department number. So now the view successfully created, and whatever the sum of salary expression data is there, the sum of salary expression data storing as a total salary column. Okay. Now after that, the complex views you can call it here. Okay. So now the department. See, now you can see operational. You was taking total sal, and this is the information about your total sal. Suppose in this, if you want to update, or insert or delete any kind of operation you can perform, but it is not supporting to us. Okay. Suppose if I insert now in this, insert into CV2 and sending values, CV2 and sending values. Suppose I'm sending department number is 40 and some total salary I'm passing here. So 9,000 I'm passing. Whenever I was inserting this one, it says not accepted, vertical columns are not allowed here. That means what it was happening, guys, here, your complex views are not supporting to our DML operations. Okay, now? So this is just for, we are creating just read only data purpose only we can create, but other than read only, we can't go for any other DML operations. Okay, now? So these are simply we called as a complex views, we call it. Okay, and the next, these are two types of views we call. But in these two types of views, either your simple view or complex view, whatever it is. So any view, either simple or complex, these two views are created based on some base table. Okay, now created based on some base table. But here one more view is there, and this is also considered simple view only. But why we call this view means observe. Okay, what is the view name? It's called as Force view. We call that what now? Force view. We call what now? Force view. So what is this force view means? Force view is not a type. It's just a nature up here. That means generally views are created, guys, here. Generally views are created based on based on base table or base tables. Okay, so either simple view we can check out and complex view we can check out. So we are creating a view based on base table. When base table is there, with the help of base table, we created view. Okay, now that is generally happen. But when we create a view, without a base table, then we called as what now? Force view we called. Then we called as what now? Force view we called. The point understand now? Generally, views are created based on base tables, but force views are created without a base table. So without a main table, we are trying to creating a view forcefully. So then we called as it is a force view. But this force view, how it was working, let you see. And before that, I'm giving some syntax. The syntax is what now? Create force view name. Force view name. Okay, as select Okay, add select query. Okay, now right. This is our syntax. Let me come out, guys, here. First of all, I want to check my tables, whatever it was there. So the tables like student course, these are two tables. Next, BPT, BK, employee, BK, tester, these are also tables. Okay, test one like that. Test two is a table. And like a DPT, EMP, bonus, salary grade, these are also table. But can you tell me, guys, here, test number 11 table is there? Test number 11 table is there? Test number 11 table is there? So test 11 table was not there. So without the base table, now I'm creating a view. Now I'm creating a view. So create view FV or create force view. Create force view FV1 as select the star from test number 11. But your test number 11 is not there, guys, here. But still, we are forcefully creating our view. Then what it was happening, guys, here, the view created with compilation error. So that is view is created. If you want to see the view, you can see by using tab. Okay. So FV1. FV1 is created now. Come on, guys. Force view is created now. Yes, created. So view is created, but see observed. Suppose the view are you calling? Select FV1 if you calling, then you are showing error. That means FV1 is created with a compilation error. That's why this view is not activated. This view is not working. So why sir view is not working means, okay, because base table is not there. Because base table is not there. So base table is not there. That's why what it was happening. This view, whenever you want to call, then it is not working. Because of reason, the main table or base table is not there. Okay. So we are creating view with compilation error, but that view is not a working position. Okay now. So now the question is, this type of views, why sir we want to create means, this is for in real time, the users are very rare cases created, but when they want to create means when they advanced purpose they're creating. So in their advanced level, they're creating some dummy views, they're creating some dummy views and they're keeping in database, and later they're creating base table as per their requirement. So whenever they create a base table, then automatically this view will be activated, and through this view, you can access your data. Okay, so this is for advanced level, they're creating some dummy views and keeping on the database, and later, as per their requirement basis, they're creating table, and later automatically will be activated. So for example, you can see. So now here, I was created FE1, but not working. But if this FE1 force view, if you want to work on, suppose you need to activate, okay, now you need to activate, then compulsory we should use a, okay, compulsory we should use a, to create a table with the what table name are you created, on which table name are you created, test 11, the table compulsory we should create. So create table, the table name is test 11, simply serial number, and I'm passing name and to execute it. So now table successfully created. Table successfully created, then you can see your view is successfully activated now. Now it is activated now. Come on, guys. Your view is activated now. Yes, it is activated. And let you see, now you want to insert, suppose insert into test 11, sending values of, suppose 101, some name I'm passing. Okay, so that you see the data is there in the test 11, but you can call your view FE1 is also showing us. So because FE1 is now activated because of reason on which table name are you created your force view, the table is created by programmer or created by user. So whenever you created base table, okay, automatically your view will be activated. Your view will be activated. Okay, now suppose if I'm going to drop my base table again, that's number 11. If I want to drop here, okay, now then table dropping. So when table is dropping, then tell me your view is working now. Your view is working now. Your view is not working. So view is not working, but view is there. View is there in my database. See, FE1 test 11 table is not there, but FE1 is there. So that means what somebody they're thinking like that. When we drop base table, automatically view also dropping. Somebody thinking like that. Somebody thinking like that. What they're thinking, once they drop base table, view also drop. They're thinking like that. But remember, view doesn't drop. Okay, when you delete your base table is deleted, but the view is not deleted. View is not deleted. Okay, not deleted. But what is the problem here means the view doesn't work. The view doesn't work. Okay, so that point should be remembered. So I deleted test 11 table, then I'm calling FE1. Then FE1 is showing that, okay, showing some error and not activated. Suppose in the same pattern, or you create again your table, test 11, or you create again table, then you can call your view, then FE1 again accepted. It's again working. Again, your FE1 is working. The view is working. Understanding my point now? So that means here, what is the point here? View is a dependency. View is a dependency. Understand my point now? View is a dependency. So when view, how that means we created view with the help of base table. So once base table is dropping, then your view doesn't work because view is a dependency object, not independent object. View is a dependency object, not independent object. Okay, now? So that's why it is created with the help of base table. It is activated with the help of base table. It was working with the help of base table. So that once base table is dropped, your view is not dropping, but it is not working. Your view is not dropping, not deleting, but it is not working. Okay, now? So that is what we call as a view nature and working style. Okay, now? And especially force views are what we said just for advanced levels. They're creating some dummy views in their database, and after they created their original tables, and when they created tables, automatically these views are activated, and those views through they can go to interacting to their main tables. Okay, other than this there is no other use of force views. So that's why force views is not a type, it is also like a view, but without base table we are creating this view. That's why it is called as a force view. Okay now, right? So these are views, guys, and the virtual objects, how we can go to create it here. And now suppose this all views, whenever you want to see how many views are created, we have one data dictionary that is called the user underscore data dictionary. So in this, we have to go for your view underscore names are there. So select, so view name, okay, select view name from user underscore, okay, views if I call. So how many views I was created? Okay, now suppose you can see here view name column is accepting, and now we can see the views are there, CV1, CV2, FV1, SV1. So these many views we created. Okay, and now what it was happened, these views are, okay, are you created on which table, on which type of query, if you want to see. Here one more thing is there, test. That means, for example, this view I was created on which table, I don't know. I don't remember my table name. Okay, now suppose CV1 is there. CV1 I was created on which table? Like SV1 is there. SV1 I created on which table? Like FE1 is there. FE1 I created which table? So that I want to know the views are created on which tables, on which base tables are you created these views. If you want to know, then you can use this a text column. Now I just call it here, suppose text. Okay, I was calling here, suppose text from user underscore views. Okay, so where, okay, where view underscore name is equal to, suppose I'm giving here CV1, I'm giving for example. If I'm giving CV1, okay, like what happened, you can see CV1 are you created on which table, that entire the query is there here. So student and the course tables we created now. Okay now, so this is what it was showing us. Same to same, if you want to see, if for example, if I want to go for FV1, if I want to see, then this FV1 are you created on which table? Are created on which table? So test number 11. Okay now, like this, if you want to see, suppose SV number 3, this table, okay, this view I created on which table means EMP table. I'm creating which table means EMP table. So like this, when we don't know the particular view are you created on which table, if you don't know, then you can go for this operation. What is this operation here? Text operation or text column. You can go from your user underscore views data dictionaries. Okay now, right? And the later same to same. If you want to drop your view, any view, like you can drop SV1, you can successfully drop it. Okay, drop view CV1, you can successfully dropping. Okay, drop view FE1, you can successfully drop it. So simple view, complex view, and force view all are dropping with the same syntax. Okay, na? And finally, you can see your CV1 is dropping, FV1 is dropping, and SV1 is also dropping. So this is the way how many views are you created in your database. You can see on which view, okay, which view on which table are you created. You can see and how you can drop. Okay, this is the concept of view, guys, here. Okay, right. And the next one is the next one more topic in your SQL part of Oracle, that is called as a materialized view. Materialized. Next one is called as what now? Materialized view. Okay, right. So now the next topic is materialized view. So what is materialized view? And materialized view, now we are discussing as of now views. So views and materialized views, difference is what? Carefully observe. So generally, what we said guys here, generally, views are not views are not storing data. This is as of now we discuss. Because views are dependency objects, views are created with a base table, but your views just for extracted data from base table and displaying on the screen. But views doesn't store the data. Okay, now that is what the views, general views. But whereas, but materialized views are storing data. This is very important point. If anybody asks you what is the differences between view and materialized view, means materialized view is storing the data, but views are not storing the data. Understand now? So that's why the people what they will say, views are dependent. Views are dependent. Whereas materialized view, I'm shortcut I'm writing MU. Materialized views are not dependent. Materialized views are independent. Materialized views are independent. Okay. So view is a dependent object, but materialized view independent object. Okay, independent and will work like a table. Will work like a table. Okay, now materialized view is an independent object and will work like a table. But point is what now? Both are. That means materialized view and view both are created based on base table only. Base table only. The point understand carefully. So views are doesn't storing the data, whereas materialized views are storing the data. View is a dependent object and materialized view is an independent object and working on like a table. But here both, when you come to create a view or materialized view, whatever you create, but both are created with the help of or based on base table only, because without base table materialized view also we cannot create. That's why view and materialized view both are created with the help of base table. That is one difference objectively, the differences and what is what. Next one is views supporting DML operations, like simple views are there, force views are there, simple views, force views. Okay, simple view, force views, all are there. Okay, these are supporting, except what your complex view. But simple view supported and force views also supporting. Supporting DML operation, whereas materialized view not supporting DML operations. So DML operations are supported like simple and force, but materialized views completely not supporting your DML operations. That is one thing. Next one is what we said. When we drop a base table, what it was happen? Views are not working. But when we drop base table, okay, materialized view or views are working. This is very important. So what we said, okay, both are created based on base table, but view is not storing the data, materialized view storing the data. View is called as a dependency materialized called as a independent. Why, sir, view materialized view is called an independent object means? Now this point all of you understand. When we drop a base table, views are not working. Already practically we checked out. Views are not working. But when you drop your base table, but still materialized views are working. So now tell me guys, by seeing of this point, can I say materialized view is a independent or dependent? Come on. Now tell me. Now your materialized view independent or dependent? Yes. So these are the differences in between view and materialized views. Now we can see when you come to syntax of materialized view, create materialized view and view name as we are writing selected query. As we are writing select query. Okay, now let me see practically. I will show you one by one. First of all, what I'm going to do, I'm creating one table, text number 22. Carefully observe. Serial number and some name. Few columns I'm creating guys here. Okay. This is new table I'm creating. On this new table, if I want to create a normal view, I'm creating normal view. Select the start from text number 22 and create it. And on the same table, now I'm creating materialized view. So materialized view name MV1 as select star from number 22. So that whatever the syntax I was given, what is the syntax I was given, guys? Here, create materialized view name as select query. Understand now? Right. So as per the syntax, I'm just following here. Create materialized view name as select from test 22. But on the same test 22, I was created view that was successfully created. And now I'm creating materialized view. What happened? You can see. So it was giving some error guys here. What is the error? You can read. Table test number 22 does not contain primary key constant. Does not contain primary key constant. So that means okay, fine. Now test 22 table, I'm going to apply one primary key. I'm adding now. Alter table test number 22. Add constant key name pk underscore serial number primary key of serial number column and to execute. So now we applied primary key on test 22 table, and after that I'm creating materialized view. So now your materialized view successfully created, and see materialized view created. So finally, when you come back and see tab test 22 table is there, carefully observe. Test 22 table is there. V1 view is also created, and what is the next we created? MV1. Where it is MV1? Yes, MV1 is also created. But guys, you can see MV1 what it was showing here. See, carefully observe. So test 22 is a table. It's a physical object. It's a table. And on this test 2, we are creating virtual object view. So it is a view. It is a view showing. But can you tell me MV1 I created? This is called a materialized view. But materialized view, what it was showing as a? Come on, come on. Come on, guys. What it was showing as? Yes. This is one type of table. Understand now? Materialized view is nothing but what? It is a table. That means, are you creating a new table from already existing table? Materialized, that's why one point I was said to you. Materialized view, what I said, will act or work as a table. It's just like a table. Okay, why? Because materialized, what it was here, independent object, having physical structure, storing data, occupied memory, everything will be there. Understand now? So that is materialized view. That's why materialized views is storing the data, because it is a table. That's why storing the data. View is not a table. View is not a table. View is a subset of table. Subset of table or virtual of table. But materialized view is not a virtual, is not a subset. It is a table of table. It is a table of a table. Okay, now that's why it is storing the data. But view is a virtual, that's why not storing the data. Okay, now that is very important to remember. So that's why practically I'm showing now. MV1, what it was showing us, MV1 is showing us table. Okay, fine. So finally, select the star from test number 22 table is there. Next, view 1 is there. And the next, MV1 also there. So 3 I was created. Okay, successfully it was happened. Suppose once I want to insert some new data in test number 22. I'm insert into test number 22 values. Serial number 101, name is Sai. So carefully observe this data I'm inserting on base table. So can you see the base table? Test number 22, it was showing us. But whatever the dependency object is there, view, the view also reflected your data in view. But when you come to materialized view, it is not showing the data. Are you getting my point this? Whatever we inserting data into base table, that was immediately reflected. That was immediately reflected into your view. Because why, sir, immediately reflected into view means view is what? Dependency. View is what? Dependency. But materialized what? Independent. That's why immediately not reflected in my MV. Okay, now immediately not reflected in your MV1. That means materialized view immediately not showing the data. Immediately not showing the data because it is not a dependency now. It is the independent. So that's why whatever you inserted data into base table, the data immediately reflected into view, but it is not reflected into materialized view. Then what we want to do, sir, to see the data into materialized view means there is two referenced methods are there. That is called a refreshing method. Sorry, refreshing methods are there. Okay, if you want to view the data, if we want to view data in materialized view, then we have a refresh or refreshing methods we have, guys. There are two types of refreshing methods are there. Okay, refreshing methods are there. In this, first one is as a on-demand method. Okay, on-demand method. Second one is called as a on-commit method. So these are the refreshing methods we have it. On-demand, on-commit. So on-demand method, simply we can say it is a default method, guys. Here, it is a default method, and the syntax of this upload. So here I'm using some stored procedure concept, PLS language. So that is what execute DBMS underscore mview. So here DBMS underscore mview is called as a stored procedure, predefined stored procedure. So what is stored procedure? It was comes under PLSQL language. So you can understand there later. I will explain. Okay, now. So DBMS underscore mview dot. The method name is what now? Refresh. Refresh of your parser. Materialized new name you can pass. This is on-demand method syntax. So whenever you want to view data into materialized view, compulsory materialized view should be refresh every time. Inserting refresh, updating refresh, deleting refresh. Every time, any operation, whatever you done on your base table, then every operation after refresh to your material view, refresh to your materialized view. Then only the data can be visible. The data can be updatable. The data can be deleted. Understand now? Every time you have to go for refresh. But how many methods are there to refresh? Two methods. On demand, on commit. So first on demand, I will show you. Observe this syntax I just followed. So still my data is not showing here. Now I want to use on demand method. Execute dbms underscore mview dot refresh of what is your materialized view name? mv1 and 2 execute now. When I executed here, so PLSQL, I said now it is a PLSQL procedure. So PLSQL procedure successfully completed. PLSQL procedure successfully completed. Okay, right. Okay. After PLSQL procedure is completed, then you have to call here MV1. Now tell me, data is visible. Data is visible now. Yes, data is visible. Yes. Okay, now data is visible. Suppose if you do update, test number 22 said serial number is equals to 1, where serial number is equals to 1021. So my base table is updating now. So that was immediately updated in your base table, that we know 1, and that will be immediately reflected in your view 1. But when you call your MV1, what happened, guys? It was reflected or not reflected? Not reflected. Let you see MV1. Yes. MV1 still it was showing 1021 only. So your data successfully updated in base table, that was reflected into view, but not reflected into materialized. Then what we want to do? Yes, we need to refresh. Now I'm going to refreshing by using of on-demand method. This is the default method to execute. After execution, let you see your MV1. Now your data updated successfully. This is on-demand method, guys. Second one is what now? On-commit method. On-commit method is also how it works working here. So by using commit statement, it will work in the name only the on commit. So first you have to create your materialized view. Syntax is observed. You can easily understand. Materialized view, and I want to send view name. Okay, now after that I have to use refresh method. Which method? On commit. And after we are writing as, then you can pass your select the query. Carefully observe. Okay, this is our syntax. Now I'm creating come back here. So now I'm creating one more. Create materialized view MV2. Okay, view MV2. What I want to use here? Refresh on. What is this? Commit. As now the query I'm writing. Select the star test number. What? 22. So materialized view created, but now this materialized view created with help of what now? Refresh on commit method. Okay, finally, what is your base table? Let you see data, already some data is there now. On that base table, I was created materialized view. So that's why data directly showing, because when you creating your materialized view, already your table is having a data, right? So that's why directly showing. But now we can see, suppose now are you inserted? Now are you inserted? Insert into test number 22, sending values, serial number 2, and the name is Jones. So now I was inserted. So what happened? Your base table, it was taken, yes, and on this table, whatever you created, view 1 immediately reflected. And now we are creating MV1, but it is not reflected. And we have created MV2, it is not reflected. Okay, now? But MV2 is called a on commit. MV1 is called as a on demand. Suppose if I'm using commit, what happened, guys, here? In my MV2, can I see my reflected data? Come on. Yes. Let me call your MV2, yes, data reflected. Data reflected. Because I use a commit. But can you call MV1? Can you call MV1? Can I see data in MV1? Let you see. No. Why, sir? Why we can't see in this? Why, sir? Why we can't see in this? Yeah, because it is an on-demand view. It is an on-demand. That's why we are not refreshing. We are not refreshing on-demand materialized view, right? If you want to refresh, what we want to do? Yes, we need to execute your DBMS PLSQL procedure. DBMS. What is this? MU dot refresh. Refresh dot. Refresh of. What is this? MV and to execute. After that MV1 you can call. Can I see the data now? Yes. So understanding the guys, on demand, on commit, these are the two refreshing methods we are using whenever you want to see the data into materialized. Okay, now? Right. But now we can observe. Suppose now I'm using drop table, test number 22, the table is dropping. The table is dropping. But can you see after dropping your table, can you see your tab? Test number 22 is dropped. But your view is there as usual. Your materialized view 1, 2 also there. But now we can come out and see. Now we can come out and see. Suppose if I want to call, select the star from view 1. What happened, guys? View 1 is working or not working? Not working. View 1 is not working. Why? Because it is a dependency. Let you see, not working. Showing error. Showing error. But now I want to call. My base table is not there, but I can call MV1. MV1 is working now? Yes, it was. See, working and data storing. See, working and data storing. Observe na. Like MV2 also see? Yes, working and data storing. This is, that's why materialized views are storing purpose. Okay, data store is possible, but views are, we cannot. So these are, and once base table is dropping, views doesn't work, but materialized views are working because these are independent objects. Okay, now, right? So this is differences of view and okay, what we can say, guys, materialized view. But the problem is what now? Your materialized views are just for storing purpose, but we can't DML performance, that means the data manipulations we can't do. Okay, so that's why materialized view, what purpose we said? Storing data purpose, only storing data purpose, but we can't do any data manipulations. Okay, now, right? Okay, so these are the few concepts, and tomorrow we will go for one more new concept in SQL part of Oracle. Okay, now, right, guys? Thank you so much.